Hey, hi, hello, this is Alicia. Welcome back to I Love Vampire Novels and Invite Me Box and our read-along of The Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy. Yes, I had to be dramatic like that because this book is ridiculous. Let's get into the vlog. I really liked this line. They came to a crossroads marked by two sign points. One pointed left and said over here, and the other pointed right and said over there. Practical. I really like that. My reading has been interrupted. At least she's cute. At least she's cute. So we just revisited something in here with the pox. A lot of the poor children, the impoverished children, are getting sick with the pox. A fourth of them are dying. The healer clan essentially have petitioned like any kind of governmental people in power for help, and have been denied. And I like what Xanthe is saying here. She goes, I thought it was just incompetence before, but it seems like it's more cruel because they're poor. So I'm wondering if Osric can't, beyond the fact that he gave them 25 million gold, right? I wonder if he's going to be the one to figure out how the corruption is working. Yeah, I don't know how that falls out or how that's going to happen, but I wonder if he's going to be a pivotal part in fixing or exposing that. Okay, I'm going to go back to reading. So I like Xanthe a lot in her attitude. She says she's I'm over 200 years old, my patience is wearing thin, etc. But she wrote letters to all of the kings. Apparently there's 10 kingdoms, there's 10 monarchs and monarch families and all of their people. And she greets them all, or addresses them all as dear feckless idiot and cretin or absolute invertebrate, etc. What's the one for the one where they live in their lands? Dressed him as an anemic, inbred, cowardly pig. And she was gonna send she had a vial of something that would cause very painful anal warts. And she was gonna send it to all of them in there so that them and all of their courts would get it. And granted, she did throw the letters in the fire, and I like the symbolism of her anger burning away as they burned. But oh my goodness, I love her so much, and her want to do that so much. I feel that in my soul. Okay, maybe that's because I identify as an Italian grandmother, and so I get feisty about stuff like that a lot. Okay, I'm only halfway through this section, so I'm gonna go back to reading. But oh my god, that's so funny. So there was just an invasion of Aurienne's order, and the wardens killed all three of these people, found gold on them and incendiary devices. And they are saying that this is power, money backed, this is backed with some powerful money, which means nobles to me. That's what that means to me. So are the nobles coming to incinerate all of these children so there's no proof that they ignored it? Because that's what I think would happen. I don't know, just marking it here, just making a note of it. We'll see if anything comes out of this. There should, right? But also the 25 million gold being in there, that could be a reason to go in. So we'll see. Who is her? Who's her? I don't know. We'll find out. So Osric's help has been enlisted via blackmail. Go Aurienne. I'm probably saying that so wrong. It's fine. Except for a brief, ridiculous interlude of a drunk friend coming in and showing off his uneven testicles, which had her laughing, which was great. That was a great point for her. He's got a blockage in his arm, and she's like, you need to help me figure out who this is, or I'm not going to help you, and I will help you next time, because it will happen again. I like how the bargaining is happening and how she's luring him into this, as I suspected would happen. So yes, it's going how I imagined it would go, but with so much more fun details. Like this is a ridiculous book. I kind of love the ridiculousness of it. Interesting place that I had us stop. With the blackened sun and the birds and them reaching for each other. This creates an interesting ending image. I like that they're holding each other's hands, and he keeps noticing she's got an ankle and a throat and legs, and she wears garters, and he's not attracted to her. No, he's not attracted to her. Promising things that are happening as we hit the halfway point of the book. I'll be back with my thoughts in a moment. Okay, so as you've seen me ponder upon this ridiculous book, I'm loving the ridiculousness, by the way. I can't even. Ridiculous. The banter back and forth is phenomenal. These side characters in this, as I've mentioned at least a couple of them, ridiculous. I totally heart, what's her name? Xanthi. Xanthi is my internal grandmother. Like my Italian sweet old lady grandma inside my heart that's got a filthy mouth and loves to feed people. Who gets like all worked up and be like, no, people shouldn't act that way. And then, still nice to everybody. That's my inner grandma. But anyways, the dude who burst into Osric's house when Aurienne is trying to unclog his thing, did you know one ball is hanging lower than the other? Like, it's, oh my goodness, these characters are ridiculous. They're ridiculous. Some of the people that Osric was also like flirting with at his like main headquarters, assassin's headquarters, that also, they're just so extreme, and I love it. And we only get a taste of it. You don't have to explain why these people are the way they are. They just are. And it reminds me of some of the absolute ridiculous that I see out in the real world. I've seen some ridiculousness, we'll just put it that way. And I just love how magic can make this even more exciting. I will say there's a lot in the story that I'm just kind of like not connecting with, because it's made up words for things that I don't understand. Like, I don't know what you're referring to because you've used a made up word instead of just using plain English to say what this thing is and give it a name. Like, I guess part of that's the immersion to the fantasy world, but I don't feel like I understand a lot of what's the background buzzing of information details that she's giving us. I'm like, you may as well not have written anything for me as a reader about the background and just like gone on with what you were getting on rather than write something I can't understand. But that's like one of my main faults with fantasy when I read people who get really into that. There's nothing wrong with liking that, by the way, or writing it that way. It's just not something that connects with me and I skip over it. Does it ruin my enjoyment of the book? Not at all. I'm just commenting on it because I'm trying to be analytical here. I am enjoying this. I am enjoying the slow movement of them coming together and like that end point that we've got going on right now, where they're clutching each other's hands out on the balcony. The wind's whipping around. Neither one of them is very composed at the moment. Like, this whole event right now that they're in is a shit show. I love how he scared off the bandits though. That was pretty awesome. But like, he keeps asking her for, where's my blackened sun? And here come the birds blackening the sun. So I'm really hopeful that this will be like the start of the change for her efforts, him helping with the research to finding a cure for him, because I'm pretty sure that's going to happen in this book. And I think this might be one of those turnarounds. I don't know. It might completely fail like all of the other ones, but I want some kind of inkling at this point that things are going to get better, that something's going to work. Even if it's not this, like, this doesn't have to work, but it should offer some hope. Some kind of something more than just mere failure, than her being disappointed that it's not working. I mean, they should be making some kind of progress at this point. That's what I'm hoping for as we start week 3 of this read along. Oh my goodness, I just messed my hair up all to good heaven. Okay, so what do I want to say? Oh, so there's been progress made character-wise, and I'm excited for that. There's been progress made a little bit romance-wise. I'm excited for that. He's now pulled into the new story thread that like brings them closer together. She's starting to get more of his attitude a little bit with the threatening him and not fixing him, even though she feels really guilty afterwards, like regrets having helped him, which I think is hilarious because that totally fits with the fan base that this is based off of. Yes, I overall am excited about how things are progressing. So yeah. This this baby, we will be reading up to chapter 17, which is page 281. So we're coming up to here for next week. There's my little marker. It's another like 78 or 80 pages. And yeah, guys, I'm excited to keep going. So come meet me next week for week 3 of our read along. Check out the actual blog post if you want to get some more different details, because I talk differently in both of them. But anyways, I will see you guys next week. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.